man is shot and killed at a busy Claremont bus stop, and a teenager is now in custody. I'm Nina Jimenez. The very latest coming up.
San Diego police officer accused of having sex with a student at the school he was assigned to protect.
Disturbing new information about a young mother accused in the death of her newborn after allegedly throwing the baby in the trash.
And a big water pipe bursts in Mission Trails Park, how it could affect our water supply.
You're connected to San Diego's local news leader with Carol LeBeau and Hal Clement. This is 10 News live at 5.
A deadly shooting in broad daylight on a busy street. Tonight, a teenager is in custody. Good evening, I'm Hal Clement.
And I'm Carol LeBeau. The shooting happened in the 5100 block of Claremont Mesa Boulevard in Claremont. 10 News reporter Nina Jimenez is there right now live. Nina?
Hal and Carol, this was a very scary situation for witnesses here. You can see that homicide detectives are now here on the scene. They are still interviewing witnesses. This all happened at about 2:30. They have the entire strip mall here roped off. It all began with a confrontation at the bus stop here. Now, witnesses tell us the victim, who you can see here being worked on by paramedics, was standing on the sidewalk. He was waiting for the bus with a group of people. Now, this is just outside a busy taco shop, a busy corner. That's when a teenage male, we're told, rode up on a bicycle and started arguing with the victim. The teenager pulled out a gun. We're told those at the bus stop convinced him to put it away because of the children nearby, but when he put the gun in his waistband, he accidentally shot himself. Well, that apparently made him angry. He pulled the gun back out, shot the victim. You're looking at the arrest of the teenager. Police caught up with him a couple of blocks away. He had jumped into a car with 2 other males, so he is now in custody at this time. Now, here's how witnesses describe the shooting.
And I was just getting ready to leave. I own the laundromat, and I was standing out here talking to a customer, and I heard 3 loud noises. I didn't think they were shots, but it was just 3 in succession.
I heard like 2 or 3, 4 gunshots. And then, like, my grandma saw, like, a car, like, I don't know exactly what color it was, but just, like, it just went whoosh. It just went.
Was there screaming? Was there people yelling?
I heard, like, I went over there, and then I saw, like, girls running, and they were crying.
Now, the 16-year-old male again accidentally shot himself. He has been taken to the hospital and is in custody now. The victim, a male, no details have been released on him, but he died on the way to the hospital. Not clear on the relationship between the suspect and the victim, what possibly motivated this shooting. A lot to work out here with homicide detectives. We're live in Claremont. I'm Nina Jimenez, 10 News.
A veteran San Diego police officer has been arrested and charged with having sex with a teenager. The officer is 44 years old. The alleged victim is 17. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina is in the newsroom with that story. Steve?
Hallie's an officer assigned to the Southwest High School in the Sweetwater Unified District. Another student got wind of what was termed inappropriate behavior, told a teacher about it, then it went up the ladder to the police department, and an arrest was made at noon today. 44-year-old San Diego police officer Cedric Green, shown here during a truancy sweep in the South Bay several years ago. 21 years on the force, 14 with the Juvenile Services team, providing campus security out of Southern Division. Last Wednesday, the Southwest High School principal called detectives
and said that he had received information from a student who had talked to a teacher that one of our police officers was involved sexually with a student.
The victim, a 17-year-old girl, is getting counseling through the school, while Green has been booked into county jail on multiple counts of unlawful sex with a minor.
This arrest for sexual misconduct of a San Diego police officer tarnishes our badge and hurts the trust that we have with the city of San Diego. I would hope that this city does not judge all officers by the misconduct of one individual.
Lansdowne says Green has had no prior disciplinary actions taken against him. He says the crimes were committed away from the school, and there's just one victim.
There are no other victims that we know of at this time. We do know that he's known the student for several years, that the activity that he was arrested for occurred over the last couple of months.
Green is on unpaid leave pending his termination and his trial. This is just the latest arrest of someone in a position of trust accused of taking advantage of children. We will see several trials along these lines in the next few months. Live in the newsroom, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
There will be no gag order in the case of the former Children's Hospital employee accused of molesting 5 of his patients. Superior Court Judge Kenneth So refused the request for a gag order by attorneys for Wayne Bliley, who complained of extensive publicity. Bliley is charged with committing a lewd act on a child, distributing child pornography, and using a child to create child porn. A preliminary hearing is set to begin June 21st. The boy who told his story of his life as a child prostitute to Oprah and then to Congress has now helped put a suspected child predator behind bars. Ken Gourlay was arrested yesterday in Detroit on 10 counts of felony child abuse. He is accused of molesting Justin Berry starting when Berry was just 14. He's also accused of introducing Berry to the world of online prostitution. Berry told his story on Capitol Hill last month.
A suspect